Hey, friend, Chris here from Wide Logic Pro Rules, the website and channel that helps you get the most you can out of Apple's Logic Pro. Today, I want to share with you the 7 key commands I think every single Logic Pro user should know, regardless where you are in terms of expertise of the application. So if you're a beginner, advanced user, or anywhere in between, you should know these 7 key commands. They're super simple to learn. Now, I get it, Logic Pro has a lot going on. There's a lot to remember. If you're not using the application day in and day out, it just feels like a key on your keyboard. Trying to remember is just another thing that just makes it more complicated. But I promise you, these are easy to remember. It's going to streamline your workflow and your productions. And stay tuned to the end of the video because I have a couple bonuses for you. Okay, so key command number 1 that everyone should know that uses Logic Pro, it's super simple, is spacebar to begin playback and spacebar to stop playback. So just by pressing spacebar on my Mac's keyboard, I begin playback, and when I press spacebar, again, I stop playback. It's that simple. The second key command everyone should know is just to press R for record. So in this case, I'm going to create a new track alternative, and I'll use the musical typing to play in some of the piano notes for this riff. I'm going to press R to begin recording, and then press spacebar to stop recording. Right, and then I just press spacebar again to stop playback, but by pressing R, you begin recording. I'll get rid of the musical typing, and number 3 on our list of key commands everyone should know, press Y anytime you need the library. Many of us will dig into the library for a preset sound or a channel strip or a patch so we can load a sound that works for our project. And instead of navigating up to the control bar each and every time you want to open the library, just press Y. And now we can pick a different sound entirely. Number 4 key command is to press E for the editors. And E can be for any track type. So if I had audio and I press E, I see the audio track editor, or I can see the file editor or the smart tempo editor. If it's MIDI, same thing. I can load the step sequencer or the piano roll. And if I loaded a session player into my project, pressing E opens that session player editor. You just have to remember E to open the editor for any region type. Number 5 is to open the mixer using key command X. So now I can dig into my different plugins here and make adjustments as needed. Or if you are someone who is not super comfortable with the mixer in Logic Pro and you rather have a more simplified view, instead write down or remember the key B for the smart controls. As I select each individual track, I get a different set of smart controls that I can manipulate. So for my Drum Machine Designer patch here, I can make adjustments to different effects, or play with the EQ, or adjust reverb controls. So far, each one of these key commands very straightforward. It's just one key, spacebar for playback, R for record, Y for the library. Now we're up to technically number 7 in our list already, but another set of keys that I want you to remember is Command and U to set the cycle range. So notice the Roland TR-909 regions here, all 4 are selected. And the cycle range is the yellow bar right here that allows you to loop playback of any section of your project. But often I want to set the cycle or the loop to a specific section of my project. So by holding Command and pressing U, I could set the cycle range to the entire length of the 4 regions. So if I deselect and just select this one region, Command and U to set the cycle range to just that one region, or if I select these 2, Command and U, or if I make a marquee selection, Command and U. And just like that, you can begin playback on a loop based on just making a selection and then pressing Command and U. And a bonus, when you need to turn off the cycle range, you can just press C on your Mac's keyboard, C for cycle. Or turn it back on, pressing C. Of course, there are hundreds of key commands in Logic Pro, and that's a lot to remember, so be sure to check out the description below. You can download my free key command cheat sheet. It's something I put together of the top key commands that I use day in and day out. It's free for you to download. You can just refer to it on your Mac, or you can print it. It's a PDF. You can print it and post it on your desk somewhere. Also, I'll include links to other videos down below about key commands, specifically if you're one to use Logic Remote, which is a free app for your iPhone or for your iPad that you can use with Logic Pro. You can use it as a key command launcher. I'll link to that video plus some other videos, and I'll see you for more later this week. Take care.